Hello, my dears, my dear Cancers and Rising Cancers. Welcome, welcome. Oh, I'm so excited to talk about your world. As the sign ruled by the emotional moon, you just carry this depth that anchors everyone, and we have a very special look at your December 2025 energies. And honey, it is packed with important shifts.
It really is a pivotal month. There's so much going on, and what we're doing today is giving you the shortcut to understanding why. According to this month's sky indicators, December is, well, it's not a month for resting.
And napping.
No napping, no. It's a period of this immense cosmic focus, placing some pretty high demands on you. But, and this is the important part, those demands translate directly into some major opportunities.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The whole reason we're chatting is to get you ready for what the universe is setting in motion, like right now. The energy is so focused on your daily routine, your career, and of course, those crucial relationships that support you. You're not just surviving December, my dears. You are literally setting the blueprint for 2026.
You really are. And listener, just a little reminder here. If you know your rising sign, that's going to be the most accurate map for where all these events we're discussing will, land in your life.
Oh, yes.
Be sure to follow your rising sign, honeys. It is so, so important.
Okay, let's unpack this then. Starting right at the beginning of the month. The sources were all pointing to this major focus right around the full moon on December 5th. Now, full moons are always about, culmination, big feelings, but what was the core message for you, my nice-hearted listener?
Right. So that full moon on the 5th, it was acting like a really potent cosmic filter.
A filter. I love that.
And for a water sign, filters are just crucial, aren't they? This one was all about highlighting precisely what must stay, and maybe more critically, what needed to be released. Because its purpose in your life was just done. It had been fully served.
So we're not just talking about, like, cleaning out your closet, right? What kind of energy was this?
No, this goes deeper. It was often about a limiting belief, maybe an outdated habit in your daily work, or even a relationship dynamic that's just become more draining than it is supportive. The universe was basically yelling, make some space. Because at the same time, this exact energy was pushing your career ambitions forward. So hard.
Oh, that's fascinating. So it's this dynamic tension. You have to release the old thing to make room for the big new level up. How did that level up show up?
It really favored breakthroughs in professional matters, things like securing a higher income or establishing some really long-lasting progress on a project. That full moon made your contributions so visible to everyone. You were just radiating confidence and charm.
Love that for you.
And that, of course, naturally attracted supportive people and circumstances right into your world.
It sounds like the universe was finally giving you that validation for all the hard work you've been putting in. But I did notice a little note of caution in the sources about that first week. Something about a surprising revelation.
Yes. A note of alertness is required. While all the supportive energy is high, the sources suggest that some surprising information about colleagues, or maybe even a friend, is pretty likely during that first week.
Ooh, tea.
It's not necessarily negative, but it is a clarity check. You need to analyze what you find out because that knowledge is going to influence how you position yourself with those people next year.
So the message is, take the compliments, release the baggage, but keep your eyes wide open about who is really, truly in your corner. That sets a very high-stakes tone for the rest of the month.
It absolutely does. And that intensity brings us right into the core of December.
And here's where it gets really juicy, my honeys. The reports all indicate your daily routine is way heavier than usual this month, especially mid-December. Is this just, holiday stress, or is the universe demanding a whole new level of fabulousness from you?
Oh, it's so much more than holiday stress. Your daily life is, well, it's undeniably demanding right now, whether that's extra work commitments, a new boss with new standards, or needing to get a qualification for a project. You're in a high-intensity rhythm.
And most people would just hear that and think, ugh, great, more stress. But what's the actual purpose of this demanding rhythm?
The purpose is completely transformative. This intense period is your opportunity to prove yourself, and it leads to these difficult but, so satisfying long-term successes. These are the kinds of achievements that are rooted in earned respect and your own experience, not just luck.
So the whole structure of your professional life is kind of shifting. Does that mean this is the time to quit a job or to, push harder where you are?
Well, changes at work are definitely possible. New responsibilities, a team reorganization, something like that. It's a crucial time for your career. Now, if you are feeling dissatisfied, the energy is very, very favorable to seek and find something more promising.
Good to know.
But if you stay, this is the time to invest in yourself. Education, qualifications, anything to surpass what you've done before. The universe is backing that effort.
Okay, let's get into the most stunning piece of this whole puzzle.
Right.
The sources link this demanding workload directly to deep personal healing. It's about healing a chironic wound.
Hmm.
For my listener who might be like, oh, what now? What exactly is that? And what does it have to do with your career?
That's such a vital piece of it. So Chiron, in astrology, it represents our oldest, deepest points of pain, the wound that never quite heals, but, ironically, becomes our greatest source of power.
Wow.
And this specific wound has been affecting your career, your purpose, your reputation, the part of your life we call the 10th house since around 2019.
Right.
It's where you might feel this inherent lack of worth.
That sounds so heavy to carry, especially in a competitive work world. So,
Yeah.
how is a stressful December supposed to fix an ancient wound?
Because the daily work you are doing right now, even if it feels like a total grind, is acting as spiritual medicine. We have Venus, the planet of value and resources, moving through your house of work. And it is sending this focused, regenerative energy directly to that wound. It's using the rigor of your daily life to restore your sense of professional worth.
So wait, the reason the job feels so demanding is because I'm literally processing years of feeling unrecognized, and the act of doing the work is the antidote. That reframes everything.
Exactly. It shifts it from obligation to opportunity. This can ignite a powerful new passion for your work, a renewed sense of purpose. And there's a direct financial piece, too. The sun rules your house of income, and since it's activated by all this focus on work, your daily efforts are energetically connected to a very favorable increase in your earnings.
Okay, so just to distill that, the pressure you're feeling isn't a setback. It's part of a healing process designed to increase your self-worth and your income at the same time. That makes the whole demanding nature of December feel completely worthwhile.
It does.
Yeah.
It really does. But we have to add a little note of caution here. When we're moving this fast, administrative details can, trip us up.
Yes. What does this all mean for the fine print? I do not need my lovely listeners getting snagged in a legal mess right before the year ends.
Caution is definitely advised, especially with paperwork, legal matters, any important documents, really. Delays or misunderstandings are genuinely possible. The sources are pretty strong on this one. Avoid signing long-term agreements right now if you can.
Just push it to January.
If at all possible, yes. Wait until January to finalize anything really binding.
That's such good practical advice. What about the human element, like communicating with coworkers?
Be prepared for extra effort there, especially with people who are far away or for anything related to travel. And you really have to proactively avoid conflicts with colleagues. Tensions could escalate quickly over small things because everyone's schedule is so demanding. Patience is your best friend this month.
All right, nasty birds, let's talk about the deepest part of your world, relationships. Cancers are all about that shell, that heart, that safety. So what's happening on the emotional front? Is it as demanding as the career energy?
It is equally demanding, but I'd say in a refreshing way. Love and emotional ties are a huge theme, and it's all about renewal. Clearing up old misunderstandings.
Okay.
Emotions are running high in your partnerships this month, and surprises are definitely possible.
High emotions can go one of two ways, honey. Is this passion or is this drama?
It's more about activation. Your partner or a significant person in your life is becoming much more active. They're demanding more of your attention. You're going to need to be adaptable to align your expectations with what they actually need right now. It requires you to step outside your shell a little bit.
That sounds like a lot of adapting is being asked of our cancers this month. Adapting at work, adapting at home. Is there a balance?
There is. And here's the reassurance. While you have to be adaptable, you also have someone reliable to lean on. A partner, family, a collaborator. You're not isolated in this. You have an anchor.
So what else is stirring things up in the partnership waters?
A strong personality might enter your environment or become much more prominent. This could be a new, influential person who helps with one of those career breakthroughs we talked about.
I see.
Or it could just be someone who provides some much-needed emotional guidance.
And what about that nostalgia factor that kept popping up in the sources?
Ah, yes. This is a powerful theme. A past love may very well return. Or you might just experience a nostalgic kind of romance, a reconnection that offers a second chance.
Oh,
But this doesn't automatically mean you're getting back together. Often it's the universe giving you one final chance to clear up old wounds so you can finally close that door with grace before you start 2026.
that makes December feel so catalytic.
Yeah.
In your public life and your private life.
Which brings us to the final piece of this puzzle. The new moon that sets the stage for January. Exactly. The new moon around December 20th and 21st is extremely important. It's your final opportunity to consciously resolve any of these lingering issues. And it falls in a part of your chart that deals specifically with relationships that affect your finances, shared resources, your overall stability.
So this is the moment to look at the joint accounts, the long-term commitments with a partner or family.
Absolutely. This lunation is activating things that will take a very definite concrete shape in January 2026. This isn't about planting tiny seeds. This is about choosing your long-term strategy and planting seeds of clear intention about shared stability.
So after all the intense work and healing, how should our listener approach this new moon strategically?
You need to look toward the more distant future. View the challenges of the last few weeks through the lens of long-term security, making choices now that prioritize stability, even if they require a temporary sacrifice, will turn all these current challenges to your greatest advantage in 2026. This is the moment to finalize that blueprint.
So what does this all mean, my dear listener? Yes, December is demanding. It requires so much effort. But it is the month where the hard work of your daily life is actively healing your greatest wounds around your purpose. And that is a magnificent exchange.
You are not just pushing through the year. You are setting the foundation for 2026 right now. In your career, in your income, and in the relationships that hold you. You are so strong, adaptable, and insightful enough to turn all this pressure into powerful, long-lasting victories.
As light returns after the solstice, Cancer, may you shed the shell of old limitations, step into the spotlight of your destiny, and nourish the grandest vision you hold for your next great tide. That is the power you have right now.
A truly inspiring thought to carry forward.
If this reading resonated deep in your soul, darling, then don't keep it a secret. Share the good word, tap that heart button, and let us know what amazing shifts are happening for you. Your joy spreads blessings to the entire tribe. And if you're ready to get into the fiery ambitions of the new year, get ready, because we are heading to the next sign.